All right, everyone, welcome. Okay, so I promised I'd put together a little piece on the final project. And I really haven't prepped anything, but I'll just sit here and kind of talk to you about maybe how I would approach it, these sorts of things. Um, those of you who have taken my courses before will probably notice like my questions get more and more ambiguous as we move through the course. This is on purpose. It makes you sort of think quickly, think big, um, not be biased toward an answer by the question, like all these sorts of things, right? And in a sense, this final project is very much that. It was supposed to be highly ambiguous. I kind of wanted to see what you would do with it. Um, I have a lot of different approaches that I thought could be taken. I've been sort of mulling it over for a couple of weeks, thinking of how I would do it. First, I would start with data, right? Like just try to find data related in some way to all of these questions, build out a nice presentation. The hardest part is going to be trying to determine which of those eight is the most important, right? Or how do you weight the power of each of the eight categories of power, right? Because you have to sort of build out a way to show that, like, okay, in the end, this state is the most powerful in the region, and this state is the weakest, right? But there's eight different sort of lenses through which we're looking at power. And so I don't know, you could do it additively. You could build out percentages, right? You could like score states 1 through say 12 or whatever, I don't know, and then sort of add up the ranking of each of the eight categories, and that could be a some sort of argument for overall power. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff. Just some ideas on data. The CIA and FBI fact books, more the CIA because it's international, but excuse me, CIA fact books, things like UN websites. There are sites that sort of rank military power for political science and economics, things like that. You could probably find stuff from websites like Freedom House or the VDem Varieties of Democracy websites. A lot of these sites that have okay, I just mentioned Varieties of Democracy, the VDem project. They have a lot of data that is related to democracy, its functionality, freedoms, all of this kind of stuff. But they also, in general, tend to have all of what we call the control variable data. And so this includes population size. It might include GDP per capita. It might include land size and maybe data on sectors of economies and all these sorts of things, right? And so you don't actually need to find each each of the eight categories in a different data set. You are going to have to be thoughtful about a couple of them, though, which are going to be difficult, right? Um, so, yeah, if you want more, please reach out. I'll let you know. I hope this helped. Again, it's supposed to be a little ambiguous. It's supposed to be a cool little research project. So, all right. Thanks for being here.